Content warning. Tales of Tupenia features some depictions and descriptions of violence, as well as themes consistent with abuse and alcoholism. These are not incredibly common, but be warned. Hey everybody, Belby here, the DM of Tales of Tupenia. Just a couple of announcements before we start up session. Tales of Tupenia is a D&D live play show created by fans for fans, and as such features many homebrew elements. We're not actors nor experts, we're just a group of friends having fun. That being said, we are aware of some audio issues that are present throughout the early episodes. In a campaign that we plan on being full length, please bear with us as we work to make the best show and viewer experience that we can. Furthermore, there will be an effect that plays occasionally in a place of a small number of places, institutions, and people. Right here. This sound effect is intentional and will be explored and explained as the campaign goes on. If you're interested in supporting the show, check out the link to the Patreon in the video description, which will feature different levels of access, including but not limited to Side of Tots, a talkback show that begins at around episode 16, as well as a monthly gaming video with the party, and our quarterly merch, which for the first quarter will only be $10 a month, since Side of Tots will be following behind. Thank you, and appreciate your support for the show. Bye!
On the Lamani Islands, they say if the Hollow Mountain sings to you, you should always listen, for the song itself can carry you out to sea. This was, of course, the one place Uprush always wanted to go. Dmitri Zephius gained the nickname Uprush from a young age, as he always displayed a surge of emotion and passion, strong enough to sweep away any who were ill-prepared for his enthusiasm. He's like an uprush of seawater when he talks, became the easiest way to describe him to seafarers, wondering why an 8-year-old might be hanging out by the docks so often. Aside from his enthusiasm regarding shipfaring, Uprush's mother helped with restocking seafaring ships that would stop by the islands, so meeting seafarers was the norm. This norm for young Uprush was shaken up when a young girl with curly hair made her way onto the island, proclaiming all the world's gold and cookies would be hers someday. From then on, Uprush and the girl nicknamed Cookie would spend their days together fantasizing about being adventurers out on the open sea. Cookie's father would take Uprush under his wing, despite the concerns of Uprush's mother. As he became a man, Uprush gained respect and camaraderie aboard the ship known as the Great White. But Uprush saw a side of the captain no one else quite recognized. Amidst an attempt to convince Cookie to leave the crew with him permanently, Uprush was accused of mutiny, shot in the chest, and left aboard a dinghy to float out at sea. The last thing Uprush heard was the sound of his friend's voice, the splash of the waves, and the sound of the wind's song, all before reaching the unfamiliar shores of Balestone. Chasing away back out into the open seas, Uprush took up bartending to accrue enough coin and a new crew, all with the hope of reuniting with his dearest friend.
Born to seafaring merchants, Jack and Robin, hailing from Arigian and Kelcary, neither of whom were willing to give up a life on the sea. Hector grew up barely 4 years before returning to the sea for a life of adventure. His youngest mentor in the clerical arts was a steward of the drowned, a medic known as Tim Callaghan. Eventually, his parents' honest merchant dealings led them into conflict with a pirate crew of a fearsome captain, where Hector's parents passed away tragically, with barely enough surviving members to crew the ship into the nearest harbor. Hector's friend Tim took him in, a blessing for young Hector that quickly was dashed as he was left with a smile in the main temple of the drowned stewards in the town of Cotton's Creek, to be raised by one Albert Sparrow, an older steward past his prime. Hector went on to become a fellow steward of the drowned, sailing the seas, protecting ships from the same fate that befell his parents. One day, a group of pirates captured him and stuck him in the upstairs closet of a seaside cottage, held prisoner for a week until the early crew of the Bearded Dragon found him. A crew that Hector has stood fiercely by ever since.
Grow Kadag was born and raised in the kingdom of the Red Dawn. His parents, Shior and Calabax, and siblings and fellow orcs were brutal fighters, taught to hone their aggression in battle against their enemies. Grow grew to become the tallest and burliest of his family, and one of the largest offspring of the Red Dawn. A capable fighter with a gargantuan size, a towering stature, and mammothian teeth that would make any regular human quite intensely shit their pants. Through his straight, raven black hair parts at the middle, a real charmer. He was inducted into the Black Blood clan and went on many adventures. As time passed, the clan would realize something about Grow that infuriated them. He was a sweetheart. He would frequently gaze upon beautiful natural flora and fauna and would resist killing any individuals who wouldn't directly harm him. Whereas all the other orcs were intelligent in livelihood skills and battle practices and tactical knowledge, Grow was a simpleton. His sheer size and strength was enough for him to push through any obstacles presented to the Black Bloods. But even as the rest of the Black Bloods slowly turned their backs on him, Grow was too simple to see it. To him, they were his family. So he stayed with them, until one blissful morning when Grow woke to emptiness around him. The Black Bloods were gone, and Grow hadn't the slightest clue of where to go. Only a name. Bartholomew. Unfortunately, for Grow, he couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. He wandered the countryside finding people who at first rejected him and were scared of him, but would warm up to him through his politeness and simplicity. After many months of wandering and helping, 3 years later, Grow would eventually make it to the city of Benict in the kingdom of Pustab, where he befriended a total bar owner, Rue, and would help her with chores and errands. The city of Benict would see that Grow was an enigma, a condemnation of their treatment of orcs, but some would have prejudices too deep to set aside. Grow left the city, joining the crew of the Bearded Dragon to chase the thrill of battle and to make a new name for himself. With a new crew, a new weapon, and a new cause at his side, Grow's path wanders far away from those who once threw insults his way, even if he was too simple to understand them anyways.
Adrian Drake was born and raised in Winterstone. Being the second son of the Admiral of the Kingdom, Adrian always lived a life of adventure and wanted to be out at sea like his father. He and his brother lived their early lives with a nanny, though Adrian snuck out multiple times into the slums, getting into trouble with his best friend Karn. Later on in his years, he was hired onto the Agalita, a trade ship with an older captain Adrian saw as second father. During one voyage at sea, an Asmer named Ariel came aboard trying to get Adrian to do a quest for his god, and would not leave until he did so. While the two were below deck in a heated argument, the Agalita was suddenly assailed by pirates, an all-out assault, which was suddenly disrupted as a bolt of lightning rent the sky, sinking the ship and all aboard it. Adrian woke up in the middle of the sea alone, at least that's what he thought, until days later, a dry voice echoed through his head. The self-same voice of the Asmer he previously encountered. Drake made his slow way back to port, where he and Ariel now share the same body, though not, perhaps, the same goals.
I do not recall when exactly I became what we are today, but here be what I will share. Little John Jack grew up in the slums of Smiva, me mama telling me the stories of Klek, the devourer of the treasonous, he who swallows the liars and cheats. Never understood why nobody heeded the warnings. We couldn't even trust our leaders, those meant to protect us. Instead, the Baron took me mother from me. I found a new home in the old elf tree, and found a new family all my own. Then he took that away too. I escaped the town with nothing but my clothes and a few friends. And me brother in all but blood, I would have followed him to the ends of the world. And I did. And we were free. Yet the world took that from me too. Han, my brother, he sold me out for wealth and power. Under the thumb of the Baron of Bimbolo, the very man who took everything from me, I found if you take enough from a man, you make a monster. With nothing of the little boy in me left, the fish from my mama's stories spoke to me. I thought it a mere illusion, but it delivered us to new friends and freedom. I know it take more than fables to fix the wrongs of the world. Be taken more than the blood, sweat, and tears that has already been taken. It be taken something more. With me crew, we be feeding the fishes.
And okay, do you guys all remember where we left off? Oh wait, I know Jose wasn't here, but
Yeah, I was gonna use the whole thing. You're gonna have to go through it.
quick recap.
You're gonna have to go through it all.
So you guys had landed in Tillydale. You were all you ran into the legion of gnomes and halflings. You were raised up via magical wind maneuvers to their upper balconies. They have sort of this network of paths that are interspersing the tops of these 100-foot tall trees. You guys had a brief discussion with their leader, Jed, at which point you were told about Jean-Jacques, one of Jean-Jacques' supposedly presumed dead friends from long in his past, Brioni Tumasdottir, who is a captain of one of their guerrilla groups. You guys, setting out to go and find her, succeeded in your survival checks to pass through the deadly jungles of Tillydale, and you arrived in the bayou town of Oshesk. Once you were in Oshesk, you had a brief conversation with this elven purity sort of fucking mayor guy. At which point you guys got a little bit of information from him, gave a little bit of information yourselves, and you ran off to go and talk to Brioni, who had supposedly returned, dragging one of her wounded warriors with her. You guys had a conversation, just briefly about the goings-on of the Despotate, your attempt to get into it, and about the tunnel underneath that you would be taking, and about a message you guys would be using sending to attempt to get in touch with Pastab, and whoever else they could attempt to summon to potentially take down the Despotate once and for all. Upon breaking away and going your own separate ways, Brioni back off to give the information to her captain in a what was the spell that you used? Memory something? Jean-Jacques?
Encode. I think it's encode.
Encode thoughts. Yeah, and with an encode thoughts that she had 7 hours to deliver, she took off. And you guys hopped on a little raft down this underwater sort of river. Grawl, there is an underwater river that you guys have gone through, surrounded by lizard folk on all sides that have been forced underground here. You guys stopped for a brief dinner of a shrimp jambalaya enhanced by many sorts of flavors that I, the DM, took way too long to describe and in fact had to make a meme about later. And that is where we leave off. You guys have bedded down for the night with the lizard folk druid Herquir and the human druid Atimba. You guys have bedded down inside their house. You are waiting for the next morning here, and you awaken well rested. What would you guys like to do today? You do still have further to go on this underground pathway before you enter the Despotate proper. You do not have not set up exactly what you would like to do once you arrive, or anything of that sort.
Okay. Whoa.
Was that? Did you hear the puppies? Yeah, they're upset about something back there.
Jesus. That is not some of the tiny dogs you have. That sounds like a much larger dog.
That was Misty. Both of them are pretty big. No, those were my dogs, dude.
Oh, really? I thought it was, Jump.
Yeah, you thought it was mayonnaise. Yeah, Pip going off like that. Yeah.
I was like, whoa! I don't remember that dog being big enough for that kind of bark.
Nope, no, it is not. Where's Piper at? Hey, Piper.
Yeah. So, what would you guys like to do?
Tommy Street here, probably.
So, you said this place is like a stopover before we get to the actual area we're trying to get to?
Yes. You guys have just stopped. You're still in this sort of underground pathway. You guys just stopped over for dinner very briefly, and to have somewhere safe to discuss, your plans before you were there proper.
Yeah. Okay, then. Well, I guess if what was the person's name that took us in? That was a friend of John?
Which one? The ones here?
The one who's doing the cooking?
Yes, that's there. Lizard folk druid Herquir, spelled HRK apostrophe CUHR, and Atimba ATHIMBA.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
They aren't as bad as my spelling, man. I was looking when I was going through your documents. I was trying to see how you guys spelled Vellum Toke, and it was.
Sometimes that shit doesn't make any goddamn sense. I'm like, what are you talking about? What?
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I guess if there's any information that we could gather, if should we know about any posted guards or any kind of what to expect from the area, that would be good information to get from them.
Yeah, he kind of comes in and are you're seeking him out now?
Yes.
Wonderful. Uprush, you kind of it's just kind of a small sort of 2-story simply made hut. You guys were housed in just the living sort of area. They figured they're just just take the floor, you're good. So you kind of go upstairs to the bedroom, kind of, knock knock. Atimba wakes up and comes out of his bedroom, and he just, morning to you.
Top of the morning. I didn't want to disturb you too early, but I was wondering if you had any information on us, or that you can give us for heading into the Despotate here. Is there anything that you want to warn us about before we actually step foot in there? Because I know you guys probably know this place a lot better than we do.
he goes, aye. I don't know if you be talking with your compatriot much, John Jacques there. He's probably got a little bit of information about his old haunts that can help us, but so far as from what we do, the end of the tunnel is pretty. I mean, they don't come up much into it because it's just lizard folk here. They figured that they just try and block up as much as possible and just set a guard down there.
Right.
So, it's not too much to circumnavigate. They aren't they can't post a lot of people there. So, you just need to be relatively stealthy on your feet, and you should be fine.
Okay. Nope, sounds good to me.
Right. Once you're in proper, I mean, you can be turned in for pretty much anything from what I know. So, again, you'll just need to be precise about where you're going.
Well, any idea where we might be able to land and scope out the scenery? Should we keep our eyes peeled for something specific? Is there an area? Do you know anybody on the inside that might be able to guide us in the right direction?
You can probably get away with. He goes, some of the shops there, the people who run them are how do I phrase it? They're hardened, but they're fair. You can't make much money without doing a straight deal there. So,
Right.
I'd say your best bet for information for the people who won't be ratting you out are, he goes, I don't recognize the markings myself, but Jean-Jacques done told me about some of their smugglers' markings that they use to mark out these shops. You can probably go about finding one of their fencers and, getting some information from them proper. But so far as allies on the inside go, I think it'll be slim pickings besides the folks you already know.
Alright. Thank you for that lovely well of information.
Yeah, no problem. And he kind of gives you a little salute, and he goes, "If you don't mind, I'll be getting back to." And he kind of steps aside, and you notice that he's got like a painting that he's kind of doing in the background with like, different like berry-based compounds.
Pigments.
Yeah, pigments.
Oh, I can actively see the painting.
You can actively see the painting. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. So you paint.
He kind of looks over it. Aye, and you recognize it doesn't appear to be, it appears to be kind of this sort of, cacophony of, oh, who was that? No, okay, so Uprush is still here. We'll see, I think that was Frank?
Frank.
Yeah, Frank will probably be, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's Austin, so, welcome back. You can kind of see there's like a splattering of, it looks like kind of some, branches of trees that kind of, there's some to the side here, like a red, like, outline, and then, like, the curvy branches of another one, and you're seeing through, like, kind of this toothpaste-shaped curve in the branches to a little, like, a cottage in the middle of this, like, fall forest.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah. And he kind of... And, sorry, what was your question?
Oh, you said, oh, you paint.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
Yeah, he looks back and he just goes, it's, somewhere a little bit nicer where I grew up, so...
I can relate to that. If all things go well, I think I'd like to get a painting from you.
No, he goes.
Hey,
He goes. I mean, certainly, if you'd be willing, if there's something that you'd like me to paint in particular, you can, show me a little magical version of it or describe it as best I can, and I'll do my best.
by the time I get back, I think I'll have a decision on what I'd like to have painted.
Aye. He goes, by the time you get back, hopefully I'll be painting the fall of the fucking despotate.
I said, let's hope so.
Yeah. He goes, all
It'll
right.
be a beautiful scene, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll put a lot of joy into that canvas. You'll be damned. And he kind of just gives a wave, and he just goes, yeah, you know, I wish you nothing but the best. And if you need any help, you can always send us a message. Get back to us. We aren't much for rallying, but we could, you know, if need be, and you need a hand in a desperate circumstance, we're here.
Well, that's it. Very much appreciated, my friend. If we need help, we know who to call.
Indeed. Good luck, Captain. And he kind
That
of,
old captain salute.
as you do, he kind of closes the door behind you, and you hear the sound of him rustling back around with the paintbrushes and such.
Probably head back to the crew.
Wonderful.
See what everybody's doing.
The crew appears to have woken up by this point, unless anyone is specifically sleeping in.
I need to do a roll.
Okay. Yes, you do need.
Yes. It's daytime roll. Who's
Yes.
it gonna be? Who's it gonna be?
Who is it?
15.
15. It is. You fail. It is. It is Adrian Drake.
Oh. This should be an interesting explanation.
Drake, you wake up. You do have your little book with you, but you definitely wake up in a room that you do not recognize. You are in a. You are in what appears to be some sort of plant-based hut.
Oh, this is always jarring when we were out at sea.
And what the hell happened now?
The rest of the crew is awaking around you here. Grawl, while you were sleeping, you had a little bit of a strange dream within you. You were sitting amidst a warm.
Oh, his dad is talking to him.
Oh, I thought he said same. I thought someone was saying same.
No, that's it. Jose.
Jose. Yeah.
I know that voice anywhere. I can take that shit out in the crowd.
Right.
Yes, it's just,
That's my D&D students.
just stuff, man, just stuff.
You're good, man. You want me to resume your dream story here? Wonderful. Yeah, you awake during you have this sort of dream of you sitting amidst this warm circle of fire. There is a circle around you that does not appear to be spreading into. You were in sort of a darkened forest. Does not appear to be spreading into the forest whatsoever. Just appears to be sort of simmering gently, green flame, just sort of simmering gently around you.
Yep, that tracks.
It doesn't appear to be growing. It doesn't appear to be moving at all. And as you unless you go over and try to interact with it, it will just be sitting there as you dream. Like
He immediately goes to touch the fire.
You go to touch the fire, and as you touch it, it kind of envelops your hand just gently, not burning, not flaming, just kind of there, kind of this green flamed hand.
He touches it and it starts enveloping, and he just thinks, oh, oh.
You kind of just maneuver it around a little bit. It doesn't appear to be doing anything. It's just moving with you.
Can he contort it?
You can move it from one hand to the other, but think of it as it's like a plasma. It's almost like a liquid. It's coming off of the fingers, so it drips from one hand to the other.
He is full on just playing around with it. This is like some of the most fun he's had in a while.
And your dream kind of it is just kind of that. And as you awaken, your dream kind of begins to fade out. You just see the image of these kind of like green flame hands just kind of there. And you hear just briefly again that same sort of like quiet little that you did before.
Speak, woman.
As you say that, you awaken from your dream. You say Drake is staring at the wall, and girl jumps up. Speak, woman.
Yeah, exactly. Just speak, woman.
Oh, Just looking around.
Just immediately, I immediately notice Drake is awake. He just. You didn't hear anything.
I heard everything.
You did not hear it.
Bruh.
This is the scene that Uprush sees from the top of the stairs. This is the two of them squaring off, both looking bewildered at each other.
No, that's funny because I'm literally looking down the staircase like.
Yeah. Just bruh. Just,
Okay. Like, that's weird. Like, good morning, guys.
Immediately tries to make the fire again.
it does not appear on your hands. Yeah.
Fuck!
So, not this again. Oh boy, here we go again.
Dun, dun,
Well, I
dun,
guess
dun,
there's
dun.
nothing but, I guess, the bird. Unless we have anything else we want to do in particular here.
I think it'd be time we'd be going.
Go to me. Yeah, I think it's time to go. Yeah.
Let me ask Jean-Jacques, were you...
Yeah.
How would Jean-Jacques have woken up this morning, knowing that today is the day that he would be seeing the Despotate again, firsthand?
Clutching his satchel in front of him, just like wakes up like.
And struggling.
You're kind of just taking it in, like it's just like.
And would he remain there sitting, or would he be one of those that's like getting ready, or like is he trying to put it off, or is he like, we're getting in there? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. He like sits there for a second and just like almost mechanically just starts
Packing things up.
going through the motions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
He's like not all there. Just that blank blank smile, eyes blank, smile big, like just.
And we come to what you had just said with the, it's as good a time as any, or whatever you. Determined, ready to go. Ready to go.
Yeah.
And
As ready as you can be.
all right. And you guys having gathered all of your belongings here, unless there's anything that anyone else would like to do, we'll shift to you guys to we'll get you guys aboard the raft here. Wonderful.
Adrian's just very confused, not knowing where he's at.
You take a look at your book as you're hopping aboard this. The rest of the group kind of is getting aboard this raft. They walk out into this sort of, you're in an underground river, and you walk out aboard this raft here. The rest of the group getting aboard, and as you kind of settle down, you take a look at your book there. You're definitely a little bit more comfortable being back in the water here, at least, somewhat. And you take a look at the book here, and Ariel has just written, yeah, we got there all right. We're at the Despotate. He goes, met some halflings. Met some halflings, met some gnomes. They're kind of. He goes, seem like capable fighters, but not very well. What's the word? Not very well planned. And then he's met a mayor, was kind of a dick, but gave us relevant information. He goes, the girl that we met, Jean-Jacques' friend, she seems capable, probably a trusted ally. And then he goes, I don't know what to make of the lizard yet.
Well,
You guys kind of push off on this raft here. And it is not very long of a journey. I just need you guys to make like one quick survival check that is don't crash the boat. I'll do one from 4 people. 4
fair.
of the 5 of the party.
That's fair. Who wants to do it?
Yep.
I got one.
I'll do one.
I got one.
Cool. And then, so we've got one between...
I'll do that last one.
Uprush? Cool. All right.
Unless Jose wants to do it.
Whoever
No.
the 2 of you has the best luck, because
I got it.
we're gonna need help.
I got it.
We're gonna need help.
I got
What is survival?
Okay, so that's an 11. Yeah, survival. What was that from Hector?
Critical failure. I rolled a 1, but if we're adding 8 to it, it's a 9.
We're not adding 8 to
As soon
it.
as we get underground, for some reason, your abilities stop
Right
working.
on a fucking bike, people. Come on.
I am
Hey,
making to
11's
be at sea.
22.
22. Survival from...
24.
24. Okay, so the critical failure cancels out the Jean-Jacques success, right? But the 2 of you, incredible successes, will be fine. You are 2-0 effectively, so you are good. But you guys, yeah, it is rough sailing down these rapids here. It kind of like straightens into like a rapid sort of like experience. And you guys do nearly capsize because of the weight of the people on the ship. Grawl starts sliding to the side, and and Drake is sliding to the side until you guys like no, and they both like jump back over to the other side of the boat to straighten it back out before it capsizes. You kind of nearly hit one of these like corners as you go around a wall, but it like slow. You know, like the area of the rapids where it goes and then it settles out into the calm river underneath, like a little bit further down the river. You guys get into the little settled out sort of portion, and you guys drift slowly down to the end of the river. There is what appears to be it appears to be blocked with boulders, except for like the physical exit is blocked, and like there is still water going through, but there appears to be a how do I phrase it? They have left open an area that they were not able to move a boulder into at like the very top, effectively, right? It was, can we move a huge fucking boulder to block the very end of the entrance? And the answer was no. So, bunch of dudes cannot move a multi-ton large boulder into the remaining crevice. They are not the Egyptians. I'm sorry.
Got that leverage.
But, so there is one very clearly defined exit. What would you guys like to do here?
I mean, if it's the only exit that's defined.
Let's have Tech scout it.
Scope. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Can you, so Tack pops out and goes for a fly. Can you roll me, is he invisible, and is this going to be...
He's invisible.
Invisible, and can you roll a perception check for me?
There we go, there's his stats. Yes, okay, his only proficiency is stealth.
Okay.
Okay, perception. It's just a flat roll. That's a 6.
A 6. Wonderful.
That's a 6 from Tech. Oh.
So there is...
Ooh, thank you.
And remind me, we said that... Nice. Is that Angel from King?
No, it is, Sarah, what is this? This is literally the only thing where I get to say this, but trade secret.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so...
This is one dish.
That's all good.
This is it.
I'm going to jump back to then... Okay, did we decide... We decided that it was a cave on the exit here, and then the cave was how far away from town proper? Like, just on the outside of town? Because the town's... Because the town's kind of...
in town.
Huh?
It had to be, like, off... It was probably off the town some ways.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I just wanted to verify, because I was...
Not so far that I couldn't haul the materials over here via some beast of burden or a wagon or something.
Yeah, it appears to be, as Tag kind of flies out, they do appear to have sort of like a guard post that is stationed down at like the corner of the cave, where they are just set up and watching. There, it doesn't appear to be like a large amount of guards. It's only like 2 or 3 that are like just sitting there proper. at this little... Tack kind of does a little fly around. You don't see anyone... Oh, wait, what was the roll was what? Sorry, 6?
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah. No.
You only see about 3 guards there.
Or would it be with mine, because I could see through him?
I believe that any of their physical stats are the ones that they use there. So, wait, perception's mental then, right?
Yeah.
So that's yours.
Okay, so not a 6, but a 9. Not a whole lot better, but...
Yeah, that's still... Yeah, you still only see about 3 guys.
It was still a tiny roll.
But they do appear to be, like... Not, like, laser-focused on the entrance, but, like... They're kind of sitting there playing cards with each other, and they, like, gaze over at it every couple of minutes here.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch my outfit.
Okay.
It's the first time I've actually done this.
Okay.
Over to the Despotate Highwayman outfit.
Yes.
Oh. Wardrobe change.
Okay.
I look over at the rest of the party like... I probably should have discussed this earlier.
Probably. Yes.
We'll say that you have one. We'll say that you have one extra pair of highwaymen's clothes with you. You know.
I have a Tilladel guard uniform. That'd be bad.
Well, you know who's yes, that would be bad. You know whose highwayman suit this is.
I feel like the only person who's gonna fit into that fit is gonna be somebody of equal stature.
It would have to be, yeah, it would have to be either
Hector.
Hector or you.
Or Hector. I'm not.
Or Hector.
I'm not your height.
Well, it does appear to be slightly bigger than
Actually,
Jean
not mine. Okay.
Yeah, as you hold it up, you
Yeah.
kind of see it is notably at least, what would you say, probably a foot longer in the torso than Jean-Jacques?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a foot. It's for someone a foot taller.
Yeah, it's not. It's like for roughly a 6-foot person here.
Yeah. So.
Oh, well, that works for me. I think that. I don't think.
So
I
one of you
can
two.
do
You could
Plus, Hector like messes his hair and just
who's playing the part?
makes himself. I make myself just look like a pirate of the drowned.
If I may, maybe a religion or a history check. What?
Yeah. For Steward of the Drowned.
Is the Despotate like mostly like D&D agnostic?
Yeah. Give it a roll.
Because I started out with zip religious knowledge. Okay, so I got nothing on my background. Oh god. 6.
Yeah. So you weren't. Oh, a 6. Prepping the information and then 6. Okay, so let's with the 6. What you do know, you know that the symbols that you have seen most often are the Sentinel of Shadow and the Pilferess of the Discarded. You have not seen much information besides that at all. Yes, I'm gonna be on. Yeah.
And what are the symbols?
So the symbol of the Pilferess of the Discarded is the one sort of long. You have not seen a lot else, right? That is that is with a 6. You know. Well, I've seen these.
Yeah.
That's what you can recall there.
Okay.
Yeah. So and why is this? I've done an idiot somehow. Oh no, there we go.
What?
My thing was like tangled in itself, the book, and I couldn't figure out how to get it undone for a second. Okay, let me hop to. These are all NPC stats. Deities of Tupenia. Wonderful. So the Pilferess of the Discarded is a music box with the keyhole shaped like a person, encircled by a long spindly hand.
Freaking creepy.
Yeah. And then the Shadowed Sentinel,
That's cool.
darkened eye, like black. It is a black eye that, like the you know, like charcoal drawings, like the opposite, where people do like the white charcoal on the black background. It's like silvered lining of a blackened eye with charcoal.
In black eye on a,
Yeah,
on a
it's-
white field.
Yeah, well, it's negative. It's the black eye with charcoal sunbeams coming out of it. Like it's negative space, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A darkened eye.
Like charcoal, like vision, like coming out the top of it, basically.
Black raised.
Yeah, I think I sent theirs as one of the things in roleplay, but those, yeah. So those are the two symbols then.
Displayed in like space. Negative space. Alright. Spindly, Hector, all I be knowing is they be of the Pilferous and the Sentinel.
Do I know the godly
What was
relations?
it?
I'm gonna roll.
Oh, to yes, you can roll a check with drone
Yeah.
with Sentinel of the drone.
I do not know what they be thinking of your guy.
Yeah, that means 13.
13. You know that you have never, let me pin this, by the way. It's like this one on the right there, Manny. So, the, you know that you've never had any business within the Despotate. Like, you know that no one that you know from the Stewards of the Drowned has been posted
sweet.
here, right? You don't know... With a 13, you do know, you're like, well, some of these worship, like, the negative versions of the god, if that makes sense. Like, you know that there's the Waste Maker versus the Waste Strider. You gained that information. You knew that from the book, and you knew that from visiting, right? You're like, maybe I could attempt to play to, like, the you know, the god who pulls people to their deaths sort of aspect of the Sentinel, right? But... you know, or, you know, to the Drowned Steward, but, like, you aren't certain. It's really, like, it's a crapshoot for you. You're, like, either it's very right or it's very wrong, and there will be one of these two options. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, these markings are in, like in the tunnel that we're making our way through, or are we through the end?
No, these markings are nowhere. This is just what Jean-Jacques is thinking about in this moment. You guys are simply waiting at the end of this tunnel. Jean-Jacques has been spying out the guards on the other side, and then you saw him get into this outfit. And he provided another one there. He's holding up another one that I think you said you were taking, Uprush, there. So,
I think everybody else is taller than me besides Hector.
Right, you and Hector are around the same height.
It's not a wide outfit.
Mm-hmm. It's not wide.
Wide.
It's not wide.
So
it's not going on
the orc or the jacked
Exactly.
fucking sailor.
Yeah, so it's gonna have to go on me.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to go on me, basically. Cause
Yeah,
it's gonna look
if Hector ain't wearing it, it's
big
you.
on Hector.
Yeah.
Alright, well I'll take it, but the hat stays on.
You could, I mean, so Hector is roughly around your weight. So if you guys decide that you would like Hector to wear it rather than show up in steward gear, you could technically do either.
Oh, you know, that's true. The steward thing will probably make him look a little bit more. Make him outline more, so yeah, Hector should probably wear it.
Gotcha.
I can lie. I'll be fine.
I be telling you, I never be taking this many people out. I take this many people in. I don't be having a story for you. You be too many to be a prisoner.
About independent contractors?
I don't think anybody here knows what that means.
Okay. Mercenaries?
Now we be getting somewhere.
There you go.
Okay.
Mercenaries, hunters, whatever you want to call it. So I think that'll probably just make it easier for us to get around without people messing with us.
Bunch of mercs. We be a bunch of mercs. We got the steward. Hey. Nobody be knowing what they be doing with the.
I don't know what we're getting at here.
Nodding. Nope.
Captain, they be the. Why would they have a steward?
Oh.
That be the captain, man.
Now that's quick thinking. I like it.
Okay, so we be mercenaries. Or with. What we be doing out here?
Well, we do know that they were calling for
we can't be given too much info. They be hollering
They
what?
were calling for reinforcements, so we could say that might be what we're part of. So hey, we got the letter. We're with the crew. They don't know our faces, so we can just walk in. Right?
That do be true, man.
Not like anybody who left that number. Not like anybody who left that island
You and
left
me?
alive.
And you and me, we be the escorts. We found them. We be bringing them back to Ippelma. No, not Ippelma. No. We're just going to.
You're in Stele right now, but you could try and sell that to Ippelma if
maybe
you wanted
it's a
to.
little. Yeah. For now, we be going to Stele. Then we go to Ippelmar. That be the plan. We stay in for a bit. We need some boarding. They'll get us in.
Temporary boarding.
Temporary boarding before Wait, who's still? Who's the mayor still?
That would be Bahan.
Bahan.
Here's would it be more convincing or lessons?
I'd be
More
asking
convincing
real
or
quick.
less
Does anybody have some ginger? Because what I'm about to say is going to make me so nauseous. Do not stop us, or I will not be very happy. We need a cover story.
Oh.
Would it be a small town? Is he here?
You do not see him physically at the.
Yeah.
At the exit.
Yeah, but is he in the town? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he does things like a Bimbolo, or if he does his own thing. The Bimbolo was never in his jurisdiction. He stayed at Ippelmar.
What's the concern exactly right now?
Okay. Here be the thing I be thinking.
Right.
A Bimbolo. He's the mayor of the other place. He never there. Only 2 times.
Cool.
As far as I know. We don't know if Bahan be here. Right now.
Oh, I see. Thinking maybe we can get away with a little bit more because he won't be hanging around here. Okay.
That would be ideal.
And if it's not?
We kill him.
Okay.
Oh, just gonna put my hand down.
Welcome to the Despotate. Might be making right.
Rush puts up a hand to oh, well, you make a good point. Alright. Kill him it is.
If we be bluffing and he show his face, we kill him.
Yeah. Works for me.
You see Drake sitting there with his hand up. You said.
Sorry, Captain. I got this.
Captain Drake. What's up?
How deep is the water here again?
Would you believe me if I say I never checked?
I'm gonna check real fast.
It is not that deep. It appears to have. It appears to have. You stick your head down below. It is not that deep. It appears to have like bottomed out. Like this appears to be the end point of this underground river. There, it like was rushing inland.
Yeah. Where does the water go?
It kind of just pools outside that, like in the cave there. It's kind of like a sort of caved lake.
Probably just seeping through the rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they rather than fully damming the thing, they just went, we're going to block off the exit as much as possible.
Would it technically still be deep enough that I can stay underwater without being seen?
To swim underneath.
Oh, if there's any gaps underneath the water.
I don't. So what I'm envisioning here is that the exit, like mouth of the cave here, it's the river runs down and out, right? And they've blocked off pretty much up to the top here, which means that it needs to be settling on the underwater area. You could attempt to see if you could fit your way through some of their blockage, but
Also, I could be making two of us invisible. But only two.
I can breathe underwater, so if I can find a way through.
What?
I can breathe underwater.
Huh? How is the first time we're learning about this?
And you did fail to mention this the entire time we've been out at sea.
Strangely enough, it not be that relevant, because so can I. I'll do it with you.
I mean,
This also looks at Jean-Jacques. What?
I do not be knowing how, but it just never came up.
how long do you think I was under the boat when we raided the for?
Somehow we
I
never
wasn't
thought of
thinking
that.
about that. I was thinking about all the friggin' cannons we were firing and blowing the hell out of those guys.
No one thought about that. How long he was down there. Like, yeah, he'll do it. We don't know how he's gonna do it. But he's gonna do it.
I just had unwavering faith. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I believe in my crew.
I could do that. I believe you.
Hey,
No
I picked
questions
them-
asked.
picked them for a reason, right? No questions asked. You got it. You got it.
All right, then. I'm just gonna go underwater then. See if I can get my way through.
okay.
Where are we gonna move?
We be coming back for you. Me or Tack.
All right. Well. Have fun.
I swear, if we go down there, getting attacked by a trog.
You guys, yeah, roll an initiative. No, let's go. Okay, yeah, let's just do
Underwater
a.
initiative.
I'm gonna do. Well, swim speed just means you guys can. You guys have swim speed, right? Or you can breathe underwater.
Yeah,
I do.
Swim
I have
speed,
swim
swim
speed.
speed. Yeah. Okay. So you guys, once you've ducked underwater here, you kind of maneuver down and around, and you are, as you begin trying to find for a way through the rocks. I'll have you roll perception checks. Or, I guess, sorry, this would probably be investigation.
Yeah.
Because you're looking.
13. Yeah, looking for a place where the rocks have.
Yeah.
17.
17. With a 17,
I didn't have a bonus to investigation.
you are able, with a 17, you are able to find a place where you guys can, like, there is an area where you guys can squeeze the normal-sized folks through, but Grawl would not be able to fit through underwater here. So you know that at least Grawl would have to be going above, alone, attempting to stealth past these guys. So you sit there and you think about it for a second, and you go, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that, Jean-Jacques, you probably taken a look at it. You resurface there.
Yeah. Okay. We be making that the big boy invisible.
Oh. And let me guess. Passageway
come back up.
too small for him to fit through.
Bingo, Captain.
Oh boy. Well, I guess you're gonna have to go invisible, Grawl. Are you okay with that?
Jose?
Girl.
Sorry, repeat that.
So you're gonna have to go invisible, Grawl. Are you okay with that?
What is invisible?
No
Be
one
able to
can
see
see you. Don't freak out. You can't see you. That always gets people. When you make them invisible and they can't see their hands, they start screaming. Really bad for smuggling.
Just a giant grin on his face.
And that we like to see. Okay, who wants to be his handler?
Wait, hold on.
I can be
Remember
doing this
the-
for 2 people. Oh, or maybe just 1. I got the trick I'd like to save just in case things get a little hairy.
I could go with him. I could go with him. That wouldn't be too difficult.
And I would not be
Probably
needed
right.
to make you invisible either. You fit right in.
Ugh. Alright, fine. I'll take the muscle. Well, one of the muscles.
Okay, so
I'm giving up the robe to Captain.
let me verify for DM stuff here. So, what you guys are doing, you are not going as a party to do the Marauder thing. You're going to try and invis the 2 of them. You're going to invis him and have
I'm
a.
invising just Grawl.
Okay.
And then we're gonna leave Uprush pseudo alone. They'll think he's alone
Right.
for a moment. Because he's gonna go out with the invisible Grawl and it's gonna look like he was checking the area out.
Okay.
And then they're gonna, if they catch him and they're like, hey, who are you? And it looks like, he's like, oh, I'm just checking the area for spoils. You know, might want to give supplies back to the Despotate lost in the tunnel.
Gotcha. And
looking
then,
out for stragglers. He
Right.
could take up a lot of things. It's not a problem.
Okay, so the 4 of you are going to pretend to be Marauders, and then we're going to have an invisible Grawl.
I think we're going under.
Oh, to try and sneak out. For context, the end of the lake is around where, like, it ends slightly before the cavern ends. They're near the end of the thing, so like you will be coming out of the lake. Like 4 of you will be walking out of the lake.
Oh, okay.
Just so you guys have context for what this setup looks like. It will be 4 people walking out of a lake and then talking to the guards.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like we go a bit further, so we could go past.
I just wanted to give you guys because it's the end of the river here.
Yep.
No, I don't want to allow Java device to make issues. That a pop up. Yeah. Because I'm asking because I want context for what the guards are going to be reacting to here. So,
Basically,
yeah.
we're not splitting up. We're gonna have to all go on shore at the same time.
I mean, you could still attempt to like stealth Grawl and have him, move through the water while invis and like get out and about, or you guys could all present as a united Marauder party, like all 5 of you together.
That probably would just be easier to get around with than having Grawl go off and sneak unnecessarily.
Yeah, maybe we should
Taking
just...
invisibility for a later event.
I was very excited for Invisible Grawl Mission Impossible. I'm not gonna lie.
Another time.
Another day, buddy. Okay, it be in the cards.
Transgressions.
Fair enough, big boy. Fair enough.
Grawl to the voice in the sky. Why couldn't you let me be invisible?
All around me. One single tear.
Oh my god.
So, with that, yeah, the singulated, it goes grayscale, and he's just sitting there crying into the distance, or like sepia tone or something. Yeah. So okay. So with that, you guys are just gonna clamber up and over the boulders then here.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna need you to roll a persuasion check for the party here. Unless if you want a front man, you can roll a front man with advantage.
Hi.
It should be Jean-Jacques, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
No question.
16 or a 19. I'll take the 19. Persuasion or deception. They're the same score, actually.
Yeah.
I did that on purpose.
Hey.
I did this on purpose.
29.
Yeah. So as you clamber up, you
30.
you kind of maneuver and you figure that you actually will be able to pass off Grawl the quickest. So you go, okay, I'm going up first and I'm taking the big guy with me. And as you go over, you kind of like, you call out and you disguise your intention. Feel free to, how would you attempt to convey yourself as marauders here, going over this ridge?
Oi there, big god man.
You watch the two kind of guards turn around from the playing cards. The one who was sitting there kind of appeared to have risen, and then he kind of like, mid weapons draw, he kind of like chills back for a second, like just noticing your outfit, the highwayman outfit. And
we be coming back from around the tunnel. We didn't find anything. Why you looking at me like you surprised, man? We came in here like 2 hours ago.
He goes, all right. I didn't notice.
You play cards again. Quick question, man. Who be winning?
The guy who was paying attention kind of like subtly slides the pile in front of him back towards himself.
Good winnings, man. It be a good day in the despotate, might be right, my man.
He goes, we're stuck in a stinky fucking cavern.
Well, you know, over by the water, there'll be a tiny little plant. Smells cold, if that make any sense. Rub it on your lip, you never smell it again for the next 3 hours. You're
Good
welcome.
information.
Have a nice day.
Thank you for that. He goes, good information. Thank you for that. And you kind of, so as you maneuver down, there's kind of like, you kind of skirt around the outs.
Ushering the party in, like.
Yeah. You're like waving them over the border as you come, and you begin to walk around sort of this like outer strip here, where the river pools out into this like small sort of like pond there, like circular pond, right? And there's a strip of land around the outside that then obviously just becomes the land. You know what I mean? Like above ground cave, exit, and then it's just land away from there. So you guys kind of maneuver around this strip on the opposite sides of the guards there. And as they do, they kind of just like look over at you, and honestly, with a 30, 29, but a 30, the first one of the guys just
we've seen a roll like that.
one of the guys just kind of looks at you for a second, and he just goes, "So you were looking up in that tunnel?"
Yeah, man. Not too far. I don't want to be lizard food.
Yeah. He goes, "True that. We lost Jerry that way. Fucking hell. I miss Jerry."
I heard he was a good man.
Yeah. He goes, "Well, find your way back and..."
Come on.
Yeah. And he turns back to the card game, and he kind of like gestures you guys in further into the land, and he just goes, "Well, just be sure to report your findings with the captain."
I'll let them know. Glowy moss, water, rocks.
Roger. And he goes, "No, you didn't have a 3 up your fucking sleeve." He goes, "There wasn't a 3 on the table. You pulled that out of your fucking sleeve." "How do I know?" "Because there's already a 3 of clubs, you dumbass." He goes, "There aren't 2 of them in one deck." Like,
I leave you to it. Have a nice day.
yeah. You guys take off like quickly. Grawl kind of lumbering around behind them. You see these kind of guys just playing cards on the, on the shoreline as you guys take off into which. Now let me set up the despotate proper, because you guys appear to have come out under that whole, like deforested area that had been destroyed by this sort of malignance. You guys are in a kind of, I don't want to say wasteland, but it is, think not desert.
Mud, eroded.
Yeah, eroded land,
The vibe.
cracked,
Sparse, dry grasses.
yeah, cracked, dry, sagebrushes, scrub brush, that kind of thing. Not much in the way.
Dried lake bed.
Yes, and not much in the way of like tree cover as far as the eye can see. Like it looks like, yeah, you see the shots of like areas where lake bed has dried up over a period of time. It looks like the sea has dried out of, dried out the despotate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is barren.
Poor kid, this place sucks.
Yeah.
This is what I was expecting to wake up to.
Sorry to disappoint. He wanted a little bit more time away from the horror that got, I guess. Jeez.
Yeah, it is, and it is sunny too. Like it's not like overcast or anything. Like the sun kind of just bears down on this sort of on this landscape. You guys make your way across this sort of empty, barren sort of wasteland for, no longer than, you do see a town in the distance, the ramshackle sides of buildings and things, all built out of stone, appear to have been built for the weather. And as you guys make your way, it's no longer than about 30 minutes walk, probably. So as you guys make your way in towards this town here, yeah, it is. You don't see a lot of people out and about outside of the town here. Though as you get closer and closer to the outskirts, you begin to see people that are just and the areas where the towns are appear to have been. It is the nicer area of the wasteland, in such that there are these sort of decrepit husks of old tree that are looming over the landscape here, providing what little shade they have available. It is, you can smell the smell of, like, the after smell of rancid meat. I don't know if any of you guys have smelled that.
It starts smelling dry.
Yeah, the remaining scent.
Like dry, like dumpster juice.
Yeah.
Dry dumpster juice.
And and flies do.
Hector vomits.
Yeah. And
He
flies
tries his best not to.
quickly as you vomit. Flies do fly up and begin settling in your vomit. Yeah.
I not be lying about the thing about the plant. We want to go by the river and get some for you, because this is the okay stuff. Okay. I would like to go down by like the river.
To retroact, yeah.
Any? No, not retroactive. Like if we're not too far now.
It's
any like source of water. If there's any like lower puddles.
It's probably
old
about.
of streams. I wouldn't
There
see.
is. Yeah, I guess there is.
Malignance has totally wiped out all the population of Mint.
I guess there is a closer water source, because the town would have to be able to get access to water besides this lake bed back there. So there is a small and appears to be dwindling smaller lake that's by the town there.
Alright, do I see any like mint down by the water?
Do you see any mint down by the water? Yeah. There are little tiny bits of the same mint that pocket the outskirts of that inlet that you guys have come to.
I pluck some. I give it over to Hector.
Yeah.
Just like I told them, I was not lying. Rub it a bit right here. Knock out your smoke for like 3 hours.
That's some.
Yeah, so you guys... Okie doke. One moment. Pausing. One moment. Hold. Pause count. Okay, cool. I am back. What you just said, yeah. So as you guys come into this town here, it is, and you begin to, see people that are like kind of lying out near this water area that appears to be dwindling down from the last time you had seen it, Jean-Jacques. Limited supply aquifer sort of thing. Yeah, there are some folks just kind of lying out in the streets. There are some that are like leaned up against the buildings. Everyone looks ragged. Their clothes look ragged. Even the people, you see people moving about in the streets. The streets kind of, I say streets, it is more just, think Wild West, like empty sort of, ground way between these buildings here.
Mud.
Yeah. And anyone that's moving about kind of keeps, you can tell that they have a close hand on their pocket and a closer hand on their weapon. Anyone that has weapons. Those who don't have weapons appear to just be moving as quickly as possible. This being said, you do know a fencing, an area to fence in the area. Were you going to go back to your storage area or your hideout here proper, or were you going to go to or are you worried about that being compromised?
I'm worried about that being compromised. I'm going to go ahead and keep an eye out for any thieves' cant symbols.
Yes.
Strewn about the debris.
Yeah.
I'll check like the back sides of a few signs and see if there's anything indicating. But here's the problem.
Yeah.
Behind you, thieves' cant.
Problem.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know thieves' camp?
Bahan knows thieves' camp.
Oh. At least I don't.
No, I do. Bahan does too.
Free.
Interesting. That brought up a character-based question for me that was relevant there.
Yeah.
The area where you guys fenced, so Jean-Jacques, that and I don't think I mentioned this to you guys at all last session, so I'm gonna do it now because it's relevant information.
Okay.
So it'd be almost like the despot be put in behind here just to stop me.
So you know that the general population of the despotates, right? You've seen humans, you've seen Goliaths, you've seen gnolls. You now see, as you're entering, you do see a few of these what appear to be undead skins. That are just they're just kind of chilling in the streets, muttering slowly to themselves. You think about the pattern of speech that the ghost captain that you had passed was speaking in. They're speaking slower than him. They appear to be less put together, if you will, than he was. It is most of the shops that you know here, simple food rations, right? The shit that keeps and will keep in this sort of atmosphere. There isn't a lot of fresh food. It's a lot of meats. People don't generally ask where the meats come from. It is
hardtack and mystery jerky.
Yeah, right. Hardtack, mystery jerky, and I mean variations.
Stockfish. Stockfish.
Right, exactly. And there is, let's see, what else would grow in a desert sort of climate? Nuts. There is a fair amount of like assorted. I'm thinking like old pinon pine nut sort of thing,
yeah.
Right? Shit that will grow even in kind of like a relatively arid atmosphere. You know that most shops are the simple ration shops or simple clothing shops. You know that the clothing business is very good here. Knowing that there's very little that grows here, stealing of clothes runs rampant. If you can get good quality shit to sell, it's pretty much mugged off of anyone new coming through, if there are anyone new coming through, as quickly as they can. Since the rest of it is kind of just circulating economy, it's hand-me-downs, it's threadbare, it's that kind of thing. There's a large resale market. And you know that the attempts to steal of any of these resources, as you guys pass by Jean-Jacques leading you to one of these shops, you see someone that is in this stockades in the middle of the street. They appear to be starving. any attempts to steal from figures in power is known to justify their torture of them. You pass by on your way to a clothing shop, which does not appear to have been shut down. Bahan did not appear to shut down any of the shops that you know of, which is an interesting sign. But
the stockades, he's seemingly locked
he's
in.
left the stockades up. He's locked into the stockades. The guy that's there,
The guy.
and is not being watched by guards. They know that generally no one lets people out.
They'd generally be right. I told Tack to wait 5 minutes and let him out.
Okay.
Is he like locked in with like a simple latch, or is it like a key or something?
It is a simple it's simple latch and bolt through the side of it.
Yeah, I tell Tack to wait like 5 minutes, and then after that, till no one's looking, let him out.
You gain a commitment token.
In this perspective, I don't know how Upwards would react to this properly. This would be the first time he's ever seen anything like this.
Cruelty of this scale, yeah.
Yeah. I think just
And what were the commitment tokens were used to like boost rolls by 1?
Yes. Yeah.
Got it.
Or you can use it. I didn't specify this exactly in the thing. You can use it to knock enemy rolls too, if you would like. So if it's something like a 20 would hit you with whatever the attack is, you can.
Silvery barbs like nudging.
You can knock theirs down by 3. Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah. So. You hear Jean-Jacques say this. How does Uprush react? Thinking about it, Jean-Jacques does leave the guy to get out. You see, there are people that are up against the sides of buildings. There are a lot of homeless that you can tell, and you see people that are leaning up against the sides of buildings. This sort of like broken, despondent look on their faces. Many roll a investigation check here, Uprush.
Mm-hmm.
Or perception, either or, whichever one's better.
My perception is better, so I'm going with the dirty 20.
With the dirty 20, you begin to notice that very, very few have even what's the panhandling cups. Very few of them even have cups out to ask for coin. That is the overall atmosphere that encompasses this place. But yeah, as you guys pass by this person, Jean-Jacques you do hear him whispering to Tack to let this person out of their stockade.
It helps him feel marginally better that at least some good was done immediately, but it's hard for him not to clench his jaw and fist as they walk by. Because he's just trying to grit his teeth and bear the images for right now.
We sit on that image for a moment of you guys walking through these empty streets. Jean-Jacques, you guys find your way to a fencing clothing store that you know of. That generally what the sort of clothes that you yourself would have repurposed. I believe this is DM. Counter me if it's wrong, but I was going to say something along the lines of something that both makes a profit, but is reselling items from higher ups to people lower end in need. Right? I'm assuming that's about So like your standard like middle class family everyday wear is the sort of stuff that you would have, slightly nicer cloaks with only a couple of patches versus cloaks that have been worn away. Simple, simple blankets, simple cotton blankets, that kind of thing. So you find your way inside this shop that is still available, and you see The owner, well, the wreath seller of the shop, is sorry, AJ has to look at my book here. is Urky.
I'll say it's Urky Timbers.
Yep.
Oh God.
No, it's spelled ERCI.
ERCI.
Yep. And he is this kind of towering sort of Goliath dude that sits inside the shop. It does look like he is not in the, like, everyone, everyone's kind of on hard times here. But
yeah.
He does not look like he is on as hard of times. You can tell that there's still a little bit of meat on his bones.
Yeah.
And he kind of, well, thought you were dead. They made a big public display of it.
Unless it be the skin off my back, I don't know what they be displaying. What? I be alive. My people be needing cloaks. I pay good. People need it.
He kind of turns around and he goes, "You want the
inconspicuous? Nothing good. Nothing good. Inconspicuous. We do not want to make a mess.
So
we do not want to be mugged because we do not want this halls painted in pink mist." I point at the big guy.
Yeah, he goes fair enough. He goes, fair enough. He grabs a couple of ratty-tatty, sort of, like weathered, the light brown, most cloaks around here are light brown and are worn so, like, light by the sun that they are almost to the point of white, because you can't be wearing anything heavy or dark in this sort of heat. He kind of passes over a pair of ratty threadbare, like, light brown cloaks to you guys. And he looks up at him and he goes, "That's gonna be a little harder."
We could stitch them together. I don't think that'd be an issue.
He goes, "I got it." And he goes, "I got a couple of Goliaths. Goliaths are extra, but it'll still run you a little cheaper than buying 2 standard."
Alright. Thank you, Urky. You make this place a little better.
He takes the coin and he goes, "It's a living, right?" And he stops and as you're about to leave, he goes, "Your bastard of a friend works here now. Not here, but..."
Does he stick around?
See him every so often. Probably about every... Likes to make... Let's see. About every 10 days he pops up and makes an appearance. Likes to do it to remind people that he's in control.
Ah, he be Toro. Sounds like it. But he be no friend of mine no more.
Good. He doesn't, he just goes back... Huh?
How long has it been since you last saw him?
Oh.
That'd be a good question.
Let's see. Would he have paid attention? Yeah, that's a pretty good roll. He's doing 3 days.
3 days.
Oh, thank you. What's wrong?
Yeah, 3 days from now.
I guess a lot can happen in 3 days.
We got a little time.
Mm-hmm.
To either skedaddle, repair.
Well, I guess we'll figure that out.
Urky! Any bit of the resistance left? Any more smugglers? Or did you weed them out?
He goes, well, the Tilly-Dellian resistance are always doing something. Not as often as they used to, but it's, to be expected with the sort of, there's bigger things going on, it seems, now. They've been pulling people out of cities. We're getting more and more skins in them.
What?
Skins aren't from here?
What are they?
He goes, they used to be
I
used to be neighbors. Oh.
I know what they used to be. What are they?
Because I wish I knew. All I know is that they still need food, despite not needing a lot in the way of anything else. So I know that I've lost some business since then.
I'd be thinking of two sick jokes to be making about what they call them in your business. But nonetheless, thank you, Rookie. How much does he get paid?
You are going to pay him, it's pretty, how can he afford to do business with? You are going to pay him, 2 gold total.
2 gold?
Mm-hmm.
Not horrible.
More than most peasants they see their entire life.
My character does not say this out loud.
Yeah,
me as a player,
well, for us, yeah, but yeah.
That's the last thing that my character is gonna fucking say in that town.
Yeah.
Not sure to get robbed.
Yeah, he just kind of...
Seeing this many of us walk out with cloaks, keep your coffers tight, Turkey.
He goes, speaking of, don't show any of your fancy shit.
Yeah, I know. I'd be knowing.
Oh, lost Jose.
Yeah, he said he got to head out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's 7:50 over there.
Yeah.
10 minutes too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna try and either package this with the with the next episode or something as a thought, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. What was that, Austin?
It was a slower session, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Give us more time to get our bearings.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So he kind of just says to you, make sure to keep any of your fancy shit tucked away. They'll be eyes will be on you.
Yeah, man.
All right. And he kind of just turns back to begin doing his work. He's very, matter of fact, work a day. You know that he keeps his head down. As you guys exit with your cloaks, you can roll a. Are you trying? There are one of two things I'm going to allow you guys to do here. As you guys, where are you going right now? Sorry, first of all, where do you guys want to go?
Well, we visited the fences place now.
Yeah.
We were able to get some disguises. Until we, kill some fools and loot them.
I'm also going to suggest to Jean-Jacques that he send Tap to his old location. Just scope it out to see if it's compromised or not.
Yeah, I could check out my old spot. As far as I know, Bahan. Well, I'll return to character. As far as I be knowing, Bahan not be knowing to me I am today.
Right.
I be thinking, he be thinking, I still be in that cell. Or wherever they trying to be sending me. I never found out. But as far as Bahan know, I'm not here.
Unless they know you never made it to where they were going to send you.
They do be in communication with the... That's where they last saw me.
Get away with what they did.
We need a base. Because I can't be me.
Right. If you're
And then I
then
cast disguise self on my face.
Mm-hmm.
to make myself look like, I don't know, some Joe Schmo. Can I do that? Just say Joe Schmo, like some random.
I think
What is the average?
I think you would need to have seen a person for Mask of Many Faces, but there are...
No, Mask of Many Faces. It's straight up disguised person. I don't think I have Mask of Many Faces.
Well, isn't that... Mask of Many Faces is disguised self, isn't it?
Yeah, Mask of Many Faces is disguised self. That's the one we get to cast it for free. I have to cast it.
Yeah, but
cast it.
Oh, okay, but I think regardless, I think that it is the visage of a person you have seen. I don't think it lets you create, does it?
Make yourself, including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belonging to your person, look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it. You can seem 1 foot shorter or taller, and can appear thin, fat, or in between. You can change your body type, but you must adopt the form of the same basic arrangement of limbs, otherwise the extent of the illusion is up to you. No, it's just disguise stuff. Changes wrought by the spell fail to hold up to physical inspection. Yada yada. Actually, I make myself shorter.
Oh, so this does... Oh, so you don't have to... So you don't have to look like someone else. You can just look like a dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can... you can just mimic... you just look like a slightly tanned person here. It's sort of olive skin.
Yeah, I'm gonna look like olive skin. I'm gonna give myself like a little like hunch.
Yeah.
Look old. I'm gonna go for like old with a beard. I'm just gonna change my appearance.
Cool.
I can't be me no more. I cannot be myself. Let's put it that way.
So, well,
I'm finally gonna actually get that actor feat, like, to give us some use.
So you look like my grandfather. All right. All right then.
All right. And where are you thinking of going?
We could check out the old spot.
Oh, right.
Maybe
with Tack. Yeah, you mentioned. Okay.
Yeah.
You just give it a brief flyby here after the guys let out. There are a couple of people who look at the fact that the pin kind of clatters to the ground invisible, that there's the sound of the thing opening. And they say nothing, and they in fact clear out. Anyone that was there clears the fuck out of the area, so that way they can't be pinned for it. And the guy kind of gets up and he just kind of like looks around and goes, "Well, thank you. You may have killed me." And he does say thank you appreciatively, but you may have killed me. And he takes off into the... Like, he leaves town. You see him, like, sprinting out of town as best as he can.
Yeah.
Not very fast.
I'll tell Tack to sting anyone who tries to stop him.
Okay. Alright, so you're gonna have Tack follow the guy, then? And then go scope out the...
Until he's out of town,
Yeah, he appears to be, just cutting it straight for the border, as best he can. You know that it's rough, but he does appear to get into the sort of wasteland area outside town relatively effectively. You don't know if he's going to make it the whole way, but at least he's out of town and no one appears to be following him. So there doesn't appear to be there's not a strong guard presence right now. Like, the guards that are here, you know that it's... How do I phrase it? You know that the lack of, uprising comes more from there's nothing to do it with, and no one is in the sort of state to be able to do so. It is cruel people exploiting the little power that they have. So you go to check out your base. You used kind of an old sort of stone building near the outside of town. We're probably a couple circles inward. Just that way, it was not conspicuous as the first place to start or the last, the first place to start, either way, while they're doing inspections.
I go up to the spot, and unless I notice anything else that stands out, I'm just gonna knock on the door. Looking for shelter.
There is no response. And when you scoped it out with TAC, you did scope it out briefly before you guys got there. You had enough time. You did not see anyone that was there on the inside. It doesn't... It lies pretty much the same, but for... No, you... What? Do we have tax stats? Tax a...
Yeah, the text just a quasit.
Quasit. Let me get a look at this.
I got them on the character sheet. You can look up tech on the document.
Well, I wanna look and see what abilities it has, because...
I got you, buddy. I got you. Yeah,
okay, so I can... Okay, I see it. No, you do not appear to, he doesn't see anything at the house. You knock, you don't hear anyone by the time that you guys get there.
Okay. Looking for shelter. Does anyone know the way in? I know the way in. I'm gonna go towards that area and I'm gonna check it for traps if I can.
Yes. Yeah, just roll me a check for traps.
Yeah, because no way this unoccupied building has no one in it. Like that's.
Yeah, that's not work.
Yeah. Investigation.
Yeah.
13.
Flat?
13. No, I get a 13. It's a 12 plus 1. I'm actually not that good at moving.
Wait, is that not for? I thought check for traps lets you add proficiency to it, didn't it, or something?
Oh, I am proficient with thieves' tools.
Yeah, because you've got
16. 16. I forgot that was a feature of that.
Yeah, let me.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all. I'm just verifying. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I was like, I thought so. With a 16. So the door was locked from the inside while you were there. Appears to have been just, padlocked simply. Or not padlocked, but you know what I mean, like chained up, simple lock through it. However, the location that you're at, the area that you go to check one of the windows that you used to sneak in through when it was just you, right?
Yeah.
There does appear to be, you look in, and you can see that there is a faint sort of line that has been placed on the ground inside the window. And around the border of the window.
Whoa. Jack, do not touch the ground. Find where that goes.
He goes and he looks around. He does a quick looking through the windows, etc. And flies in through there's a sort of an exit just for smoke from the chimney on the cold nights. Flies down inside and looks around and just reports. Well, boss, it kind of looks like it's just it goes around the whole interior of the building. It follows the outline of the outline on the interior.
Tripwire?
No, looks like a thread placed on the ground.
Would that be? Let me see. And I look through his eyes. Maybe like a arcana? It's like some type of magic? Thread placed on the ground. On the ground.
Yeah.
Arcana, investigation, thieves' tools, whatever. Like I just want to know what the hell.
Yeah. There's. Yeah. You're gonna roll me a Let's see. I'm just checking one thing.
Yeah.
No, you. I think I'm just gonna give you a history check for this to be aware of what this is.
Yeah. 15.
15. You knew a few magic users at one point. We're getting close to wrapping up here, Austin. Just so you're aware. Like we're like nearly done. Yeah. You're knew a few magic users in your time. You obviously, but some more refined users. You've seen this used around areas that they want to protect. And you don't know a lot else besides that, right? But you've seen magic users putting down this same silver thread on the ground before. So you know it's something magic.
Yeah.
But you don't know how it works.
Jack, you got a pebble in there?
Oh, sorry, me, Tack.
Yeah, Jack, you got a pebble in there?
Sorry, I was looking at the information. He goes, yeah, I think I can. Yes. I assume so. Sorry. Time out. That's a character thing.
Manny told me. Okay, so I'll walk within. So how far into the other side of the wall is it?
It's basically on the ground within the border of the window. It is set so that.
All right, so I'm gonna get within like 20 feet of the wall, and I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Yes. You do detect magic. You detect a lengthened version. What appears to be a stasis version of the alarm spell.
Oh shit.
Good.
Wrong character
They're
to say
good.
anything about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that? What was that, Frank, for Hector?
I relay the information.
Yeah.
It's some type of delayed alarm.
The information that you gain just from detect magic, you're like, it seems like this is set so that the timer is longer than, they've messed with the way that the timer on this works effectively. Either the duration or the delay. You can't tell exactly.
This could be a good thing. Maybe playing a game. We could outplay them at this game. Here's what I be thinking. We don't set that off. If we want to bring Bahan, we do.
Oh, there you go.
There'd be no other reason to be setting a trap in a place like this.
Except to alert the boss now.
Alright.
Maybe I'd be thinking I just a big ting. But that's supposed to be making sense to me. Never taught Bahan to be the sentimental one, so I don't think he's protecting it from vagabonds.
So you think it just might be a trap for either you specifically or somebody else?
Or someone else.
Somebody expects to go in there.
Yeah, man. And between the fencing place and that's it for my old reliables.
Yeah, you know that. Well, so there are a couple of fencing places in town that you know of, but they, it's all the same sort of goods. It was just whoever the guards weren't keeping an eye on at that time, and you didn't. Most of your business was with the fencers because it was
smuggling goods back and forth.
That's
what I did.
And Stilla's kind of a small town. If you needed to do any big jobs, that's when you would have to get in towards Epilmar. That's when you'd have to get in towards the major sort of cities of the Despotate. There aren't a lot of them. But, anything here was just simple stuff, basically. You just used it as a base because it's an outskirt. Yeah, and who's going to go to an outskirt town to look for any of these supplies? You know what I mean? It's like...
No.
It's like there's nothing here. So, so far as people goes, you don't have a lot besides just your fencers.
We'll be on our own. Time to be looking around. Do I see any evidence of like thieves' cant etchings anywhere near this place?
Roll me a perception check.
All right. I have a feeling I'm gonna find something dubious.
There's
5 total.
I was about to say there's one answer that will get you something important here. There's one answer. Nothing. You don't pick up anything around here. Just, I mean, the things you were used to that were, down this way, Erky's, shop. Yeah. Like the basic things that are like, this is over here, this is over there, this guy's reliable, this guy's not, Yeah.
And I don't know how much Bahan, kept that going, because the economy kind of needs it. For the town to function...
The fencers need to... Yeah.
The fencers need to exist, so
right.
He can't just wipe out all the fencers.
Right.
But how much would he have, trap them and, shoot, is Urk... Uh-oh. Never checked if Urky was safe. I was just so nostalgic, I kinda...
We didn't tell him exactly what we were doing, so he has no reason to distrust us just yet.
Yeah, but I'm here.
Yeah, unless he's being paid to watch out for the return.
Who's fast and quiet?
Who's fast and quiet?
What am I saying?
I mean, I can.
I mean, I am. I'm definitely fast and quiet. Why?
I think we need to pay Urky a visit.
Alright, works for me. The kind of visit that we need weapons for, or the kind of visit that we need subtlety for?
Well, it depends. If we see him talking to Five and getting some money, then maybe we need some weapons.
Oh, so we had the weapons under the cloaks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go have a second reunion with Urky then.
And with that, we'll polish off the session for tonight. We'll end there. Yeah.
Splendid.
Yeah. Glad you guys had fun. And yeah, to everyone else, thank you all for stopping by. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Good session, boys.